Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is One Piece episodes 537 and 538. Zoro versus Hordy. And so much more. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's go.
Freaking guy.
Decken. Oh, I need to mention, sorry. Comments on the last episode on Patreon were saying that the flashback with Arlong was anime only.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, okay. So they might be closer in age or something, or there might be some other stuff. Anyway, apparently there's something that conflicts with that, so let's just not be surprised when that comes up.
Are you gonna tell them that you have run away of your own free will? No, don't make her cry. You're not making it look good here.
What an evil pirate.
My fucking god. Do it. Look. I've had enough of you.
Kill yourself, Sanji.
She is. Take a look.
What kind of a man would he be if he didn't look?
It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens.
It is what it is. Chopper. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, she's like a quintuple Z cup, but I mean...
She's also a big fat crybaby.
Yeah, she's mentally a child. I don't know how that factors into your assessment.
Chopper getting inspired.
This is my all blue Chopper.
He just doesn't react. Quit crying.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Did he actually turn to stone?
Just diminishing Boa's abilities.
Yes, the power scaling is out of fucking control.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait,
Hachi as well?
I'm sorry, what?
You guys just let yourself get caught by these guys? Or is he just like not fighting back because he's confused?
They must have been just really fast, I guess. Wait, is this a filler episode?
Oh my fucking god, this guy.
Whatever. If it is, we'll find out. Oh
I think
god.
it is. This
I don't
guy's
think it
coming
is.
in. Let them out! Release them!
Sama? Is she gonna say yes? They're all like building it up.
Yeah.
How far is he flying? Don't tell me you're surprised.
I don't know that you're anyone's type. You look fucking weird.
That's the reason.
Not that he's a fucking weirdo.
Not that he was trying to kill you. Whoa. Trampled on your feelings.
Doesn't matter if she runs. He's got the You should have defended Luffy better, you idiot.
Conqueror's Haki?
Blast all of these guys out of the way.
Just rips the rope. Oh! Doesn't even need to. He'll literally kick your ass with his arms behind his back and his ankles tied together. Oh my god.
Because you're annoying. I thought he just keeps calling her that.
That's her name now. That's the crazy, like, still frame.
You can't really change that much because his head is, it already looks like he got, like, bashed on something because his shoulders are up so high. What do you guys think now? What do you have to say for yourselves? This kid. Get him. And touch something else with his hand while you're at it. Do it then. Oh, Chopper. Don't make her cry.
Maybe she needs to cry. She needs to toughen up.
He just defeated the biggest threat to the princess. Like it was nothing. Some context clues, people.
Stop!
You don't need to do this again.
So,
no. Okay.
Oh, okay. Why? Why onto his? Oh.
Oh. We should have taken a second to get this guy.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Right. How do you even get this guy in here?
To show how strong he is against this guy.
Oh, right in the eye?
Deserved.
It's a tooth.
Get out of here, bastard. Cry about it.
And you might. This is you. Absolutely useless. Yeah. Yeah, what are you guys cooking up?
Trust in your crew. Dangerous thoughts. Like racism?
I just want to hang out with Jimbei.
Because he's him. Himbei. I think they're building up Nami's like a possible like strings to Jimbei.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go, Kami. Where's Papaku though? Why did you
They
take
left
him?
him.
We should have just taken him.
Yeah. Well, he didn't take her to the mansion, so.
Yeah, maybe it's payback. Smart king.
Yeah. King.
Smart king. It's just a building.
Why not? The princess isn't here. Because he can.
Yo!
Oh, Usopp.
Yeah, he's not even trying to beat him. He's just trying to keep him underwater.
Yeah.
Hits him in the stomach.
Can get another bubble going.
Any of that coral around? Oh,
Usopp!
Are you stupid? Watch, Zoro's gonna pull some insane shit right now.
Are you sure?
Wait, really? What if he lost his other eye?
Usopp!
Nice. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that was fast. Zoro's
Nice.
badass.
Yep, Zoro's super cool. I love how they're all like, no one could ever beat a fishman underwater. It's just like, oh yeah? Watch me.
Yeah, watch him.
Same thing with Luffy. Luffy's all tied up, just beats Hordy in like 1 second. So good.
Or VANDER DECKEN.
Oh, VANDER DECKEN, yeah. Beats VANDER DECKEN in like literally a single second, and everyone's like, what? He's still tied up. And it's like, yeah, he is still tied up. He's a fucking badass.
Yeah, he's like so far over leveled for this place.
At least until Hordy starts taking drugs that make him like 1,000,000 times stronger. Yeah, I love the fucking princess just crying all the time. It's just, they're like, she's being kidnapped. She's like, ah! They're like, she's definitely being kidnapped. She's like, no, I'm not being kidnapped. They're like, what?
So Sanji, that's just not a problem anymore? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It's run its course.
I'm okay with it running its course as a joke, but like you did so much to make it like a fucking huge plot point, and now it's just not a problem, I guess.
I guess so.
Maybe the blood vessels in his fucking nose have like calcified, and now he like they just won't open up anymore.
Yeah, maybe Chopper reinforced them.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she didn't have to go inside the shark again.
Yeah.
He's having a rough
for the
time.
shark for Megalo's sake.
Yeah, Megalo's been having a bad time, but he's
all these
still a good
people
boy.
are like, I get that the one lady who was right a million, like, okay, it's such a weird thing because it's like she was right about a bunch of shit, and so it's like, yeah, she's a proven track record, and she's probably just wrong about this because there's like confusion, or she saw the wrong thing in the vision.
May go on fire and Luffy may be there, but it's not caused by him, you know?
Yeah, but like this guy's literally, you just saw him try and like just save the princess, and she seems to like him.
Yeah.
But you're like, you're trusting this vision more than you're trusting your own eyes, you know?
Yeah.
This whole thing, like, the Sanji stuff is getting a little overplayed, but I loved this with Chopper being so dramatic about it, like, it's taking, like, sniffle breaks in the middle of his speech, like, Sanji, you have to hold on! Like,
Yeah.
get a hold of yourself!
That part was kind of funny. But it is, I do hope that, I feel like, that with Chopper was really, really funny, but I do kind of hope, like, you know, that he didn't die. You know, maybe now we can tone it back to a normal level. Yeah. You know? Because it is kind of funny, but it's a little bit much.
I'm okay with it being a little bit much as just a joke. The thing that kind of is getting on my nerves is that it's kind of, Oda's being kind of wishy-washy with, because, you know, we were talking about, we've talked a lot over the course of One Piece about the whole separating the group. And like, you know, with the amount of people we have, you need to kind of put people aside in order to give other people spotlight. And finding ways to do that is going to be something that Goda has to constantly kind of struggle with probably for the rest of the series. And it, you know, as dumb as the whole nosebleed thing was, he at least turned it into a part of the story. And some people, it seems like, judging by the comments, don't really think that it's dumb. I didn't think it was that dumb. I kind of think it's dumb now because, like, the turning to stone thing, I could just take that as just another gag, you know, because, like, I don't think he actually turned to stone. Maybe he did, if like, you know, depending on how, like, but, you know, there's always something to be said for Oda, you know, keeping things light, playing it for vibes, playing it just for the joke and the meme and the gag of it. You know, it keeps it consistent with his style and with what he wants to do with One Piece. But it's like, at some point, I think there is, again, it's such a weird thing, because, like, I would say it's too far, but it's such a small thing that doesn't actually matter. But, you know, to put in all this effort into, like, separating him out with this problem and then to, you know, when the princess comes along and making a big deal out of it, it was a really funny gag when she showed up and he was like gonna sacrifice himself to get a look. But then that doesn't play into the story when you set up all this stuff. It's like, why set that up then? Just for the joke, you know? You set it up for just the joke and a way to get him out for like the plot, and so that you could set up other characters. But then when it ended up being matter again, and that would like come around and like impact the story again, it now doesn't matter again. And it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, it's not a big deal. If it was a bigger moment, then that would matter more, but it could have, I guess it's that it could have been a bigger story thing. It could have, like, even if it's silly, even if it is still a gag, he made it into a bigger story thing, and it could have been a bigger story thing. And maybe it will be. Maybe I'm just being too harsh in this moment, but anyway, the fact that he's kind of walking that back, he's kind of like having his cake and eating it too, just kind of like doing it both ways whenever he wants. And just kind of feels like, you know, why? Like, why wouldn't you just stick with it? Why wouldn't you just like keep Sanji nerfed in this? You're already nerfing Zoro by having him fight in the water. You're already nerfing Luffy by having him tied up. Why would you nerf Sanji with this thing? Even if like he gets, maybe it's, you know, he gets more control over his lust over women as he's coming back into society, because he spent all these times on New Kama Island. That, you know, now he's like, it's extra. He's having an extra problem being around pretty women because he's not used to it now. But as he gets used to it, it'll be more of a thing. Maybe that's where he's going with it. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but. And again, it's not even that big of a deal. It doesn't actually end up mattering, but it could have, and I think that's where it comes from for me. But I really liked this whole thing with Nami.
Yeah.
It feels like Nami has just, like, I haven't felt Nami's real presence in the story for, it feels like so long.
Yeah.
You know, other than in Fan Letter, where she was kind of like a focal point in a way for one of the characters, and
yeah.
You know, and seeing her being a navigator again on their way down here was great. But I like seeing Nami like being sort of back in, like moving her closer to the emotional core of what's going on. The fact that Jimbei and Arlong were both part of the Sun Pirates, and then that all split off. And you know, how is her relationship going to be with Jimbei? I don't think that she'll like hate him for no reason, because she seems to have gotten over.
But she wants to see him.
It's interesting, and I'm interested to see her meet him. You know, it'll be an interesting encounter.
Yeah.
I'm hyped up for it, and I'm glad. And I just like seeing her at the center of something again, because I really like Nami.
I also really like that.
Leave a like and subscribe. Moving on to the next one.
Do you prefer Nami with long hair or short hair?
Short hair.
Me too. Franky with long hair, Nami with short hair.
Yeah.
Matching scar.
She's built different. Might need some air. Yeah. You have one of those corals?
The coral got destroyed that was in
Oh,
here.
I thought they had like the pocket ones.
Oh, maybe. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now all of them are gonna take it. I wonder if this is gonna be an arc-specific thing, or if we're gonna actually see this like further as the story goes along. Or if it'll just be like one of those things that, you know, they'll outgrow, and then this threat won't be as big anymore, so it won't be worth it like carrying it over. Because like, what if someone like Kizaru took this?
I think it might only be for fishmen though.
Oh, maybe. For now, at least.
I sense a great deal of madness. You gonna make it?
Ugh, Usopp, can you assist?
Yeah.
Climb on Neptune for pity's sake.
Those other guards should be like doing something, at least like throw a spear or something.
Yeah,
so
can we get some
breathe.
covering fire here? Goddamn. Cut his arm off. Oh, okay.
He's still just destroying these guys.
One sword.
Why are you wasting your air? It's like, I can't breathe. Let me just talk underwater for a second.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
Okay, there we go.
Man,
Did
these
they-
poor guys.
Yeah. Did they tell us where the drug came from? They just show that they had it, or that it was.
Oh.
Did they say if they developed it? I thought they did.
I thought that they did. But
It'd
I
be
don't know
crazy if
they
it
said
was
that.
like given to them by somebody else.
I thought that they said
I thought they
that
said they did
made it,
too.
but
I thought they said they did too. That's I was just checking to see because it's been a while.
I hope so too.
Jimbei's just there like, chilling.
Ooh.
Oh, he's doing like a jimbei move. No,
Yeah,
really?
I don't know why you thought throwing something in the water was a good idea. Usopp, that was so dumb. Ooh.
Oh God. Threw out his back.
Yeah. Oh no. Only one, even though you took 3 before just for not really anything. That might be a problem.
What?
No way. What a good guy!
Oh, he's so determined.
What a good whale.
Oh my God, really?
Uh-oh. No!
Oh, is he gonna have to sacrifice himself?
Oh boy.
He's gonna have to put them on the whale and let go. Oh, he took the drug. Oh no, he didn't even get the chance. Guys, gather some coral. How about that? That's what they
Yeah.
need, instead of just standing there.
You guys were not very strong. I don't think that you could do much of anything. So we're gonna have to fight this guy again with extra no air this time. Or is Nami gonna be cooking something up? Because they were away.
They're flying away.
If she is, then that.
Oh God! Thank God he got some bubbles.
The bubble doesn't really help him. He's just like, I can't move. You better get over there quick if you're gonna do something. What?
He had the same nose. And they mentioned his
Going on
mom.
there, yeah.
Do they have like another brother or something?
Oh. It was just a distraction to get them away from here.
I wonder if they are setting up that other guy. Or if I'm just reading too much into it.
I'm glad someone's having fun, Luffy.
It's like 2 minutes away from your house.
She wasn't allowed to leave.
I know, it's just...
Poor Megalo, he's just having the worst time. She's a little bitch.
Look for something.
I'm excited to see what she finds. No.
It's a long story.
Been out of the loop for a long time.
Yeah.
Have you recovered
He's
at long last?
now acting cool. How are your cigarettes not soaked? A bad painter?
not a painter.
You don't paint.
You don't have any paint. He's being fucking stupid, but at least he's not dying. Oh, he's fine then.
Good thing I didn't lose my cool on him.
What? You just not paying attention. Oh,
Oh, at least he didn't let down his guard.
This fucking guy.
Luffy, I thought... I told you not to fight them. Oh, I didn't hear that.
I love how caught off guard he is. Like, he's just like...
This is not going how I expected at all.
Rough.
In the bus? What the hell were you doing?
He's just always getting beat up. I feel so bad for him. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, why were you gonna tell us not to fight him? Yeah, but you got out of there at the right time. Okay. Was Jimbei. But you want to explain what you mean by that? Maybe. You don't know what that means yet, though, Nami. Don't freak out now. Jeez Louise. That's a dramatic way to end the episode.
Like a super epic end sequence.
Yeah. Pretty decent episode. Zoro finally getting out of there. Or did he? Did
no,
they? They didn't get out of there. They almost did, and then we cut away.
Yeah.
The princes are
the
starting to put stuff together.
They're all of Hordy's guys are like
drawing their attention somewhere else.
Yeah, but then coming in and they're doing all kinds of antics right now.
But they're talking about Queen Otohime.
What did he say right before? And
Water Wheel Town. I'm guessing that's where they get all their energy for the town. Queen Otohime. Blech. And then it shows this guy who clearly is with them. And they zoom in and he has like a kind of similar flowing hair to the other prince. And then the same nose shape, although that might not even mean anything. I've just been like thinking about that. He looks like he has more of like the hammerhead. Or is this the hammerhead guy? Or did he not have that? I didn't think the hammerhead guy that we saw had hair like that.
No, I can't remember.
But I just figure they're mentioning the queen and this guy has like pink hair, kind of like the princess. And then he's like, what about my mother? I don't know what they could mean by that, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And then they randomly didn't show this guy's face, but it seems like they were just being dramatic. Like I can't tell whether they're not showing stuff just to not show it and just to be kind of spooky, or whether they're not showing stuff because there's something not to show. Like when we met Den for the first time, when we met Tom's brother for the first time, they were like not showing his face, and then they revealed his face, and I'm like, they're revealing something there, but I don't know what it is. Is it just
The
his
reveal
face?
was
Is it just
that
a weird
He didn't look like
that like Tom, and that's it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so are they revealing that he just doesn't look like Tom, or are they revealing like, oh, his face is like he has that similar kind of like, it's almost like an inverted version of the king's nose. And I'm like, and then they just had this whole conversation about how they don't have to look alike, and are they setting up that like Tom and this guy are like the brothers of the now king because he was a knight and he married the former princess and became the queen, and now he's the king, but he was just like, not a noble person. I don't know. Are they going in that kind of a direction with it, or is it just like completely is it just a pacing thing where they just start being spooky and not showing people's faces, and anyway, whatever. And we get here, and yeah, this whole like end bit, like I like that they built it up, because when we talked about them building up Nami's kind of connection with all this, and I'm glad that Oda's capitalizing on it, because it's this whole thing, like even if it doesn't go very far, like I said it when we first met Hachi again, that like so Hachi's just redeemed, or we're not even gonna go over that. And then there was a short scene when he was making takoyaki, and then Nami had the choice to like freak out, but then she's like, you know what, whatever. Yeah. And she like put it behind her, or at least like you could tell that it was affecting her. Yeah, the story. Oda made us aware that he was aware of it, and it was a story choice. It wasn't just oh, that's old news. I just want to take the story where I'm taking it. I feel like that it's something that Oda can do a lot sometimes. With things like that, where it's just like there's an opportunity to give something a little bit more grounding, but but it's clear that he has a way to connect something, or he has things that like he has threads that he's tied together in the background, but they're not the threads that I would usually like to see tied, and so things like that. And they're usually like smaller things, and he just kind of like leaves them, and it's like, oh, you could put in your headcanon that these things are connected, or that there's an explanation about it, but Oda didn't do it in the story. Like there's a bunch of small things like that kind of throughout the long running span of the story. So I was expecting this whole thing with Nami and the fishmen to not be kind of capitalized on, but I'm glad that they are, and it's because it should be, and it feels right. It feels right that Nami should have some feelings about all this, and it only adds to the story. Even if she just even if things go off as they would if we didn't recognize it. Yeah. The fact that this is a part of her story matters.
I feel like it's also giving a little bit more to Jimbei, because Jimbei was just like the absolute goat in the last arc. Yeah. And we we kind of knew about him, but like he was mostly just like the best guy. He came in clutch at every opportunity. He was just always there to help with whatever the problem was. So having him come in now, and especially if if he's gonna team up with us, at least for this arc again, or if he's gonna end up like joining us later on, if he's gonna kind of like finish it all out, like we're in kind of his area. Yeah. So having that bit of like tension and like a bit of like not a fight, but like he gets revealed that he's the one that like sent Arlong out, or like at least not necessarily sent him out specifically, like I'm telling you to go and enslave people, but like get out of here,
Yeah, I think that's probably more what they're going for. I think it's gonna be like Jimbei's Jimbei is him. Blame. Jimbei is him. So what he's gonna do is take responsibility for it, even though Jimbei probably didn't say, hey, go. Because I think what you could think is Jimbei, maybe as a leader of their military or whatever, gave the idea of, oh, we should probably have expand ourselves to a safer place like the East Blue or something like that. That's not so crazy and next to the government. Just for example, like you could think it's going in that direction. So Jimbei raised that idea, and Arlong was sent out to do that. But given what we know of what happened with Arlong, and how he seems to have been thinking of Jimbei in the live action, I bet what happened was Arlong was kind of a loose cannon, and Hordy was inspired by him, but he was a loose cannon. Jimbei sent him away, and then he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll have my own Fishman Island. I'll have my own theme park like they have in Sabaody that fish people can never go to, with Jack Black, with Jack Black, with blackjack and hookers type thing. And then he went off and made Arlong Park in the image of the Sabaody Park, and was trying to have his own Fishman Island. And yeah, anyway, I think that's probably what happened. But Jimbei's taking responsibility of it because he's the one who maybe banished him or fought him or defeated him or whatever. But it's a very dramatic way to leave the episode.
Yeah, I feel like it was really good at really like just the images that they chose from that arc and just like the super high quality drawings of Nami's face.
Yeah,
you know, like I feel like it really sells it, and like when she's like grabbing her, like I feel like they're really. Like when we first met back up with Hachi, like the first time of like it seems like forever ago at this point, but like you know, there was a bit of it, but it wasn't quite on this level. And then, you know, and also that was the other thing is Hachi was part of the Arlong Pirates, but it was very clear, like even when we were in the Arlong Pirates arc, that Hachi was not the mastermind. He was not like he was a part of it, obviously, but he wasn't like planning any of it or like, you know, having any actions.
He wasn't the brains behind that operation at all. He was a complete fucking
He was just a guy.
He was so funny and hilarious.
So, you know, I feel like, you know, this is when Jimbei is, you know, taking responsibility, and we'll see what that fully means. But yeah, and it's
yeah, even
really
if Nami,
good.
even if it doesn't change what Nami is going to like do in the grand scheme of the arc, it's
it
really worth it
also
to
just
ground
brings
that.
her more to the center,
Yeah.
which I like because it's been a really long time since we've, you know,
Focused on Nami
her,
at
and
all.
I've been feeling like she's kind of making a comeback, like even in the scenes with her. When she was like studying about weather and she was like getting like super hyped up, it was like very emotional, and I was like, yeah, I really like Nami, you know.
Yeah,
so I'm really liking that. I'm liking it a lot.
Leave a like and subscribe. See you next time, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye bye.